Hey guys, it's Zion Wolf here. We're playing. Well, we're not really gonna play. We're gonna be discussing some NFL playoffs. Uh, no, we've got some teams that have been in there, some that haven't. The haves being, the Patriots and the Steelers, which the Steelers are usually always in it. Patriots somehow every year get into the playoffs. It's getting kind of annoying, getting kind of ridiculous. Some of the teams that haven't been in there, I mean, like the Titans here and the Bills, who just ended their playoff drought. They haven't been in the playoffs since 99. Yeah, 1999, post 2000. Figure that one, which they now handed that playoff drought team to. For sports, I believe they handed that to the Seattle Mariners, who haven't had a playoff game since, I believe, 2001. Let me know in the comments if I was wrong on that one. The Jaguars, who've been a surprise team this year, I did not expect them to be doing as well as they did this year. Not that there were going to be another, 4-win season. No, they surprised me with almost double-digit wins. But anyways, I'm blabbing on. I mean, the Vikings, which the Super Bowl is supposed to be in Minnesota. So for all accounts, they could have home field advantage in the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't think there's been a team that has hosted a Super Bowl this year. But anyways, let's get into this wild card weekend. First game is the Tennessee Titans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I know my friends has always been like, "Oh, Tennessee is gonna make it to the playoffs, and we beat you guys," because I was way wrong in Seattle's win-loss record. I was predicting them to get like a 12-13 win season. No. They barely made, 9? 4 of those games, Blair Walsh missed game-winning field goals. Especially the game against Washington. He couldn't make a field goal for the life of him. But you know what? With Tennessee's defense, I mean, if they can show up like they did last week, I think they have a solid chance to make it to the divisional round. So that would put them, let's see, Titans win. Well, that's to say, if the Panthers lose or the Falcons lose, then they would go to, where would they go? There we go. Then they would go, Tennessee would go up to New England, which I think that would be the end of their playoff win, or their playoffs there. That being said, Marcus Mariota, Marcus has to be on his game. Because if he's not on his game, doing what he usually does, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day against Alex Smith and the Chiefs. Oh, a little bit of a stretch there. So on the Chiefs side of the ball, I mean, they've got They've got an excellent running back in Hunt, which I don't know if I don't know if I don't know if he's injured. Injured. But no, Alex Smith. I think he's gonna have a good game. I mean, he was monster against against Seattle of all teams when he was with the 49ers until he got hurt, and then Colin Kaepernick got in, and then they traded him away, and which I think that was just all in all a bad deal for not only for Alex Smith but for the 49ers. I mean, they had a primo quarterback, and then you had those 3 good years with the 49ers, and after that it just went downhill. I mean, back to back to back to back to back, and then all of a sudden, nothing. You get the 49ers get themselves to 3 different NFC championship games, and then you can't even sniff the playoffs after that. So my pick for that one, I'm going to probably say the Titans, just forsake, just because I think I can really I'm going to stick with my pick. I'm going to stick with my pick. I'm not going to be like, well, no, waffle over, no, maybe the Chiefs that have a better shot of beating the Patriots or whatever. Anyways, that's my pick for that game. And the next game we have here is the Atlanta Falcons versus the Los Angeles Rams. Now, the Rams are coming off a fantastic season under their first-year head coach. I mean, they completely obliterated Seattle on their home turf. What was it, 47-7? It was just a bad deal. I mean, I have never seen somebody come up there and dominate Seattle the way they did. I mean, it was completely, it was a laughingstock for Seattle. Well, it was just a bad deal. Bad deal all around. Okay, so Matt Ryan, starting off with the visiting team. Matt Ryan, this season, he's amassed, over 4,000 yards passing, 20 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. So far, that's really good. So far, he doesn't turn the ball over. He's always taking what the defense is giving him. That, and he's got a really good pair of running backs between Freeman and Coleman. I want to say this is his name. Freeman can get you those first downs. He can get you in short yardage situation. He can also burn your defense in long yardage. But seeing as how the Rams can beat you that way, make you one-dimensional, it could be a long day for the Falcons. So I mean, if you're looking at it that way, but yeah, I mean, you got Julio Jones. If Julio can actually have a good game, where he can get separation from the defense, I think Atlanta's got a pretty good shot to win against LA in their hometown. Now, Jared Goff has had a monster. I won't say a monster. he almost had 4,000 yards. He had 3,804. 28 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Now, if anybody has a, this is going to be a close one. I think this is going to be a really good battle between quarterbacks. I mean, from 20 touchdowns to 12 interceptions with Matt Ryan to Jared Goff with a 28 to 7. I think if I'm giving the edge to anybody, I think I'm giving it to Jared Goff. Oh, excuse me. Jared Goff, oh my gosh. What can I say about the kid? He goes from thinking that he could be a bust in his rookie year. He gets a brand new coach who's only 31 years old. And then all of a sudden he's going 28 and 7? I mean, are you serious? But if that's gonna help him get to playoffs and possibly win a championship, I mean, all the power to him. I mean, I could see Jared Goff winning a Super Bowl in the next couple years. Maybe not this year because there's so many good teams this year. But you never know. You never know. Anything can happen. The Rams defense has been stout. They haven't given up a lot. What were they? Yeah, the Rams defense, they're first in points, 10th in yards. Ooh, I believe that's 10th in yards allowed. 10th in passing yards allowed. Rushing yards, they're 8th. So they're in just about the top 10 in every category. Let's see, their turnovers, they've had 48 sacks to everyone else who's only had 28. Well, their opponents anyways for this year. And Todd Gurley's is in the MVP category. No, he not only can he rush the ball, do some good rushing. He can also catch the ball out of the backfield. So far this season, he's averaged out to 100 passer rating. So I mean, favorite targets from Gurley out of the backfield. Really? Wow. Next has been Cooper Kupp, who's been really good. I mean, he has dropped a couple passes that he should have caught. Instead, he's trying to look downfield first before he's catching the ball. Sammy Watkins has been a good addition. Higbee. And Tavon Austin really hasn't been that much of a receiver. I mean, he's more been, special teams, kind of like out of the Wildcat, trick plays, that kind of stuff. Farrell Cooper has been a good receiver. Punt returns. He's had what? 11 receiving yards, 11 receptions for 84 yards, which isn't bad for, an unknown. I mean, he's more known for his run game. I'm not for his run game, for his punt returns. Well, Zerline is injured by a few goals. is the Buffalo Bills against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we've got a couple of unknown, unproven quarterbacks in the playoffs. This is their first times in the playoff between Blake Bortles and Tyrod Taylor. They got in, not from themselves. I mean, Bills got in with some help. So you got Tyrod Taylor, who's had mediocre season. I mean, he has missed a couple games due to injury. That and he was taken out of a game in favor of some Peterman kid. I guess the Bills wanted to take a look at him before actually deciding to play him. I guess I don't know. I don't know what the Bills front office was thinking. But like I said, the Buffalo Bills, they've been out of the playoffs since '99, and they just got in. Well, kudos to them. Tyrod Taylor, they've got LaShawn McCoy back there. Well, so far he's had 14 touchdowns with 4 interceptions, which really isn't that good. Kelvin Benjamin, that's who's been with him. Zay Jones has had a really good day. Well, a really good year. Who else? That's Jimmy Butler sound very familiar. I wonder if he was Seattle's wide receiver that broke his leg in that 49er game. Anyway, that's just kind of hard for the Bills. I mean, I don't see them getting past Jacksonville with the front 7 that they have. I think it's going to be a tough sled to get by them. Now, and with that being said, we head over to Blake Bortles' side. Now, Blake Bortles. Usually the Jacksonville Jaguars were, the punching bag in the NFL. Everyone went down there, everyone beat them in Jacksonville. Then all of a sudden they start beating these really good teams, saying, you know what, we're tired of getting beat up by every other team. We've had it, we're done. So they started punching back. And they got themselves into a number 3 seed in the playoffs. I mean, it's a wild card game. They could have had the 2nd seed, but I don't see them I didn't see them having a better record than the Steelers. Blake Bortles stats. He said what? He had himself over a 3,500 season. I mean, 21 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. He could have been a little better. Could have had better stats that year. Or this year, that year, whatever NFL year you want to call it. 3,687 yards. I mean, that's pretty impressive. But they haven't really had a really good time having success. Or, well, handling success, handling defeat. I mean, when they went to the 49ers for that last game, they kind of opened their mouth. So it was John before the game even recording. Hey. Jaguars opened up their mouth. Garoppolo went, nah, I'm putting 44 points up on you guys, and handed Jacksonville a loss. So with that being said, my pick for this one is going to be an upset. The Buffalo Bills defeating the Jacksonville Jaguars. And our last game of my postseason video. The Saints squaring off against the visiting Carolina Panthers. Now Cam Newton and his team last week put up 7 points against the Atlanta Falcons. Now, that being said, I'm hoping they do better than just 7 points. But I don't see that happening. I don't see him getting over Drew Brees, the Saints, and their running attack that they have. And Ingram, who's really came into his own finally, and Kamara, the rookie sensation running back, giving the Saints a two-headed monster essentially in running backs. I mean, yeah, Cam Newton can scramble. He's big. He's hard to take down. But I just don't see Carolina beating up on the Saints. So with that, I don't think there's really much to talk about this one. I think the Saints get the win in their hometown and advance to the playoffs and send Cam Newton and the Panthers packing. Well, there you have it, guys. My predictions for the first round of the NFL playoffs. Titans over the Chiefs. The Rams over the Falcons. Buffalo as my upset of this week, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the New Orleans Saints going on in a win against the Carolina Panthers.